Hello everybody, Bitcoin Bandit here. Please excuse my disheveled appearance. I do plan on shaving later on tonight, just haven't got around to it because I just had a thought that I wanted to share on camera. And I'm treating this basically as a diary of sorts. So tonight I wanted to talk about religion. I am not a theologist, nor am I an anthropologist or historian. I'm just an armchair academic. But I wanted to talk about religion. And I had a thought. So let me preface this with saying that there are three major religions belonging to the human race on this planet. And they're termed the Abrahamic faiths or Abrahamic religions. And that's because they have origins tied to an individual named Abraham, as mentioned in the Old Testament. These three Abrahamic faiths are, first, in order of appearance, Judaism, which is the Jewish faith. The second is Christendom or Christianity. The third is Islam. And they share common beliefs, but they differ in pivotal ways. So, for example, I'm just going to go over it. We might already know this. You might already know this, but I'll just go over it for the sake of the video. In Judaism or Jewish faith, they believe that the key tenet of their faith is that they are awaiting a Messiah who will appear according to prophecy when certain events take place. And one of those events is that they will rebuild their temple, or the third temple as they deem it. And again, I may be wrong. I'm not an expert on this. And the reason why that is so important is because it will allow them to continue sacrifices. And then their Messiah will appear. In Christian faith or belief, there was already a Messiah, Jesus Christ, of course, and that he will reappear in the end times. And then in the Islamic faith, they have a prophet who descended to heaven, and that he will return. And again, I may be getting this wrong, during their end time prophecies. Now, the crazy thing linking these three religions is that in Judaism, it's pretty significant because it is simultaneously a race, but it is also a religion. And Judaism as a religious belief is not exclusionary to any one group, but they have the uniqueness where you can basically gauge if you are Jewish due to your blood. And in their beliefs that they must rebuild what they call the third temple. And what's crazy about this is that in Christian faith, when this event occurs, it is deemed as a series of events dealing with the end times, as mentioned in Revelations. And in Islamic faith, the appearance of the end times will happen when this occurs. So the crazy thing is all three of these faiths make references to each other. And in Islamic faith, they believe, I think, in something called the Dajjal, which is the what we would call in Christendom the Antichrist. And the Antichrist will appear when Israel, or the seat of Judaism faith, that area rebuilds their third temple. So the crazy thing is, it's deemed in their scripture to not allow that to happen, or to at least fight when that happens. Now, what's so significant about this is Israel as a nation is a military power because they have nuclear weapons. And very close to Israel is a country called Iran, which also has nuclear weapons. And Iran is a theocracy, which means that they are a nation governed by their religious beliefs. And also, although it's not explicitly stated, Israel is also a theocracy, but in practice, but it's not explicitly stated. So you have two nuclear capable nations where in their religious faiths, if one is to achieve an event according to their prophecy, they would be contested by the other. Now, the crazy thing is, Israel is an ally of the United States. So if anything was to happen to that country, we would be obligated to come in and assist. Iran is not necessarily an ally of the United States. So opposing countries would be obligated to come in and assist Iran if they were to attack Israel. And the crazy thing is, there's nothing. Imagine you have a powerful nation made up at the very top of people who have deep-seated religious beliefs, and they have nuclear capabilities. It's irrelevant what you may believe about spirituality, religion, or whatever. These people believe it, and they have the power to make actions based on their beliefs. And they're so influential and powerful that the actions they take will affect you, regardless of how you feel. So politically, this is like something to really take heed. So, sorry if I'm rambling, but say that this nation, Iran, wholeheartedly believes that it is part of their end time prophecies if the nation of Israel was to rebuild their third temple, and they have nuclear weapons. And then on the other end, you have the nation of Israel that wholeheartedly believes that in order to usher in their Messiah, which is their entire belief system is awaiting this and working toward this, they're going to do everything in their power to make that happen. I think they call that like a ecclesiastical script, but that's another thing to get into. And then you have another nation, the world's most powerful military, the United States, which is beholden to this country because they are our ally. So if they were in any way contested by, say, Iran, we would have to step in because we're obligated through treaties. You see how that has the mix to be a very hairy situation. But maybe I wasn't making sense. Maybe I was making sense, but whatever. I'm going to go ahead and tie this video up. I just had a little crazy thought about it. It's just like you got actions going on in the world that we really have no sway over. Like, we can't stop it. So I just wanted to get this video out, get my thoughts. You know, maybe I get a little better at this, at speaking. It's kind of odd speaking to a camera like there's an audience. Maybe I won't. But this is the Bitcoin Bandit, and I just wanted to give you a little something to think about because I was thinking about it. Anyway, have a great night. Happy holidays.